it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? We've got a very special video today. Now that the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta have been released on Global, I think it's about time to revisit this old classic unit, and the one I'm referring to is the Bye Guys Super Saiyan Goku unit. Of course, the global version is the one with the potential levels enabled and whatnot, so again, kind of waited for this opportunity. I did this a long time ago where I used a friend lead, but let's kind of see how this guy is on a proper setup, and this will be within the Goku's family category, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, exciting times. I don't know how many of you guys actually remember this because the unit is from the One Piece crossover campaign, so it's been a hot minute since this unit came out. October 2016 was when the unit was actually released out in Global. So as always, let's talk about the unit stats and we'll go from there. So again, this is the last instant transmission Super Saiyan Goku. Super strength type, leader skills, attack increase of 20% for all types. Super attack is huge damage and rare chance to stun the enemy. For the passive skill, it's Ki +2 for all allies when HP is 50% or above. Now in terms of links, it's Golden Warrior +1 Ki, enemies defense -2000, Saiyan Warrior race is attack increase of 700, Super Saiyan is 10% increase to attack, Kamehameha is 2500 to attack when SA is launched, and All in the Family is defense increase of 15%. Now this unit is being ran on the Goku's family category, but also falls into the Pure Saiyans and Super Saiyan setup as well. At 100% potential, you are looking at the following stats: HP of 9,630, attack of 9,562, and defense of 6,377. 12 Ki Multiplier is 130%. So again, it's been a while since this unit came out, and for those watching, how many of you guys actually still have this unit? If you do, it's definitely a very, very rare gem to have, so be proud of having that in your collection. And that's really ultimately what this unit is. It's strictly for collection purposes, really a trophy to have in your deck, because unless this guy gets an improvement, you're not going to see any sort of acceptable levels of damage. I mean, as you can see, the highest he can get up to with support is about 400,000, which is still pretty decent, but nowhere near any other. Like even a lot of the free-to-play units can hit for a lot more than that. So back in the day it was still pretty nice, but nowadays it's definitely a very obsolete unit, but it's a very nice card to have if you do have it. Honestly, I'm kind of enjoying the low damage output and low attack stats because it gives you an idea of how old this unit actually is, and ironically it's pretty nice to see that. But again, I did this a long time ago with a friend lead, but of course with that setup you're not going to have the optimal setup with team builds or whatever, so just wanted to revisit this and see how he would actually do on the Goku's family setup. Now again, he falls into the Pure Saiyans and Super Saiyan category, which is on the JP side, so Global will have that at some point, but even on both of those, it's 150% on Pure Saiyans, and then you do at least get 170% increase to attack on the Super Saiyan category, which is Namek Saga secondary category. But of course, Goku's family is probably a pretty decent one to go with. You've got various support like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 GT Great Ape Goku, the LR Goku as well, and then Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. So pretty much the whole team consists of supporting cast for the main showcase, which is the Bye Guys Goku. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. With all the crazy stuff that keeps popping off left and right with new units, new categories, new things, it's always nice to occasionally reflect back and look at some of the older units and see how they do nowadays. Again, this is probably a very proud unit to have for certain people that have it still. So I'm sure you guys can agree that it's probably one of your proudest units in your deck. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun seeing these types of units tested in the newer categories with updated stat boosts and whatnot. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you're not going to expect a whole lot of damage out of this, but still, pretty nice to see. Like 377,000, that is with, supporting type units on the rotation, far less than the LR Goku unit. Of course, this is an LR, so it's a little bit unfair to compare the two, but you kind of get the concept and general message of what's being said. And this is Boss Rush Stage 7, so, it does have difficult enough enemies to where it gives you a realistic enough perspective as to what kind of damage output you can expect from a variety of units tested. But yeah, I mean, it's just a nice throwback unit. It's nice to see that. So again, hopefully you guys are enjoying the showcase just as much as I am. Really, it's really cool, I guess. And there are definitely quite a few units that are forgotten, obscure, and just kind of left in the duster. You know what I mean? So occasionally I do like to bring them back and show you guys, especially for like newer players. Some of you guys probably don't even know about the existence of this card because this unit is so old. This was back in 2016 of October. So I expect plenty of people have joined the journey of Dokkan Battle since then. So maybe some of you guys weren't even aware of this unit up until now. If so, hopefully you guys are enjoying it just as much as, the older veteran quote-unquote players that have been around for a while and remember, how the old days of Dokkan Battle was. I really wish they would bring this event back. It would be pretty nice, but I don't know. I don't know if they ever will. I do like. I would definitely like to see more diversity in terms of crossover campaigns. It just seems like it's typically just with the Dragon Ball Heroes and fusions, within the Dragon Ball universe. But obviously, I don't want it to be oversaturated with all kinds of different types of games and animes and manga or whatever, but I would like to see at least once a year some type of different genre, or not genre, but different universe crossover type deal. I think that would add a lot of flavor to it. You know what I mean? And it would, like, honestly, the more I think about it, I would certainly prefer it to be a free-to-play story event as well. Don't make them summonable banners. I think it'd be a lot more enjoyable if they were simply just brand new story events and free-to-play farmable units. That way everybody can enjoy it and add it to the collection, really. So hopefully, I don't know how often and how much we can expect that to happen, but one can only hope, right? Excuse me. Alright, so toward the Jiren event, pretty consistent overall output in terms of attack stats throughout the showcase so far. With the support, it ranges from 370,000 to about, I think the cap was, or not cap, but the maximum we've seen so far was probably like 440,000, around that region. So let's just say on average expect 400,000 in damage with good rotations with 2 useful supports with a pretty decent passive boost toward allies' attack. That's probably in summary what expect. Without support, it's going to be substantially less. I'd say conservative estimate, I'd say about 280,000 maybe attack stats. So it is going to be far less without the support. But for this type of showcase, it's not necessarily seeing how good this unit is necessarily, what I mean? It's more or less just helping the showcase unit get to as high as a level as he can, and he or she can, and then really just enjoying it. That's really the reason why I decided to go ahead and get the showcase going right after the Super Saiyan 4 LR Super Saiyan 4s became available, because it's a nice throwback. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's great to shed some limelight back into these types of units. So ultimately, you know, it's more or less just kind of revisiting, taking a trip down memory lane. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am, you know what I mean? I really take, you know, a lot of satisfaction and enjoyment out of seeing these types of units brought back into the spotlight a little bit, just for a brief moment, and see how they do. So again, this is the 100% showcase for the Super Strength Bye Guys Super Saiyan Goku unit on the Goku's Family category team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will definitely catch you guys later. Alright, peace out.